Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to this Movies Merica Live, The Abyss version of Movies Merica Live. And it's a retro review episode of Movies Merica Live. And in what may be my first review of a movie where the director was getting a divorce at the time and proceeded to take it out on the entire crew, I retro review, like I said, The Abyss. And this is the 1989 deep sea alien movie that James Cameron directed between Aliens and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode where we let the fruits of the Abyss crew's suffering be our good old entertainment.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
All right, everybody. Yes. And as always, I am your humble host, Van Ebert, for Movies Merica Live. And now this is typically a spoiler-free episode, and I am going to keep this a spoiler-free episode here, even though this movie is quite old. Okay, but I just want to real quick here welcome my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. You know who you are. All right. And yeah, as always, you can live chat with me here all about, in this episode's case, The Abyss. Okay, you can live chat with me on Rumble and YouTube and Pilled. Okay, and hey, if you live chat with me on Pilled, you're going to get a little extra financial compensation later on there if you do that. So take advantage of that. Don't hesitate. Okay, so don't hesitate. Don't wait. So yeah, and so The Abyss is going to be our movie for this week, and this movie is fantastic. This movie is fantastic, but you know, it's a better way to show you or give you a little taste of how good this movie is if you haven't seen it already. I can't think of a better way to do that than with a little trailer action for The Abyss. So here we go.
American nuclear submarine went down. Your company has authorized the Navy's use of this facility for a rescue.
My people are not qualified for this. We're oil workers.
Lieutenant Coffey will transfer it down to you with a SEAL team.
You'll do absolutely nothing without direct orders from me.
There is something down there. Something not us. Not human. Please, you have to trust me. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. We all see what we want to see. He sees hate and fear. You have to look with better eyes than that.
And yeah, that right there is pretty much the main reason why I'm going over The Abyss this week, because The Abyss is actually coming out on 4K disc this Tuesday, finally, okay? That's one thing that James Cameron has kind of sat on his hands all about, is getting some of his most beloved movies out on 4K physical media, like The Abyss. But then True Lies and Aliens are also coming out on 4K, so you might just see a review of those movies coming up here sometime soon. I don't know. Anything could happen. The weirdest things happen here at Movies Merica, okay? But yeah, those are also movies that I love, okay? But yeah, To the Abyss. Now, in case you haven't seen this, really what it's about is that there's a U.S. submarine that goes down, just crashes into a underwater ravine and is lost. And then, so obviously the Navy's like, hey, where's our submarine? We need help. Well, they call upon the crew of a deep sea underwater oil drilling rig to help them out, because they're closest to where they think the submarine was lost. And so then they have some Navy SEALs come down to the rig to lead the mission, the rescue mission. And also, did I mention the submarine is a nuclear submarine? Okay, so we're talking nuclear weapons in the mix as well. And so the Navy SEALs get down there to the oil drilling rig. They brief the crew, and so they go about trying to rescue the crew of the submarine, or at least get the nukes, or destroy them, whatever. And then also and part of that, you start seeing some unearthly organisms, or aliens, for lack of a better way of putting it, kind of start showing up here and there throughout the movie. Then you get the Navy SEALs. They start causing havoc in this and endangering the lives of everybody. And it just leads to these just nail-biting, edge of your seat action sequences in such a way that only James Cameron can film them. Because, I mean, I'm sure we can picture in our mind some of the cool action sequences that James Cameron has done in Terminator 2 and Terminator, Aliens, True Lies, movies like that. And he brings that to The Abyss, okay? And so it's a fantastic movie. It's underappreciated big time. It's probably the least known of James Cameron's movie there. And but I'm again, like I said before, I'm going to keep the spoiler free, even though this movie is 35 years old. Why? Well, this is James Cameron's lowest grossing movie, and it stands to reason that there might still be, pardon me, there might still be many that still haven't seen this, but undoubtedly they should see this. Unfortunately for The Abyss, it just got its ass kicked in the summer of '89 by bigger known franchises like Batman and Ghostbusters 2. But yeah, I mean, James Cameron, he is one of the masters at imagining and staging and filming action scenes. And The Abyss is just no exception. He always makes them so immersive and so massive as far as his action scenes go. Add claustrophobic to some of the action scenes here. Like when the fit hits the Shan because of a severe hurricane and everyone is just pretty much just trying not to die. You feel that pressure and the near releasing of bowels, okay? It's also one of those movies where there's all these doors inside the oil drilling rig that they have to close in order to keep water from leaking into other compartments. And so it's also a situation where characters have to get to and through these doors in time in order to avoid being locked away in a watery doom. And then you have the exciting Alan Silvestri score that also helps to punctuate the urgency and danger of what's happening. So you probably know Alan Silvestri's talents from great movies like Romancing the Stone and Back to the Future and Predator. Okay, he did the Predator score before he did The Abyss here. And his music is just very just sweeping and just really just kicks your butt in the middle of some action scenes. And then these characters are surrounded in this deep sea underwater drilling rig by water that can either drown them or squish them like a bug if there is even one crack in this entire drilling rig. And events that could cause that are happening constantly in this movie. Okay, not to mention, you also have a group of highly trained killers led by a total psychopath who are in possession of nuclear weapons, who are pitted against the oil drilling crew you're convinced to care for. Okay, this oil drilling rig crew that you're introduced to, these are like just, down to earth, blue collar, hard hat wearing, lunch pail, just workers, man. There's no 8 to 5 work day for these guys. Like, these guys are working long hours, tedious physical labor. These are, the salt of the earth, blue collar kind of people. And you're made to care for these characters in this movie. And then Cameron also creates what I think is the first ever deep sea car chase. Think Dominic Toretto and whatever Fast and Furious villain chasing each other and trading paint, but at 1,000 or thousands of feet underneath the ocean. Okay, I mean, that's some edge of your seat action right there. And you're treated to over 2 hours of this. Okay, even more than that with the extended edition. And that's the edition of this movie you should watch. You should watch the extended version, the extended edition of this. Don't watch the theatrical version. Okay, with so many movies that I review, most of the time you want to watch the director's cut, the extended edition, as opposed to the theatrical versions. Okay, the Lord of the Rings movies are a great example of that, no doubt. So, all right. So let me take a chance here to let you guys know all about our website here, tdpn.locals.com, that you see up there at the top of the screen. That, again, is tdpn.locals.com. TDPN standing for Till Death Podcast Network. Now, why would you want to go there? Well, that's where we have all our videos and blogs and articles all about movies and entertainment and alcohol, booze, cocktail recipes, the news, hot button sizzling topics of the day. We have it all there, and it's all written and presented to you in a way that you are not going to find anywhere else, nowhere else. Okay. And again, to get there, it's tdpn.locals.com. And right now, as you see down there at the bottom of the screen, if you put in promo code TDPN, you are going to get 1 month free membership. Yeah. Take advantage of us. All right. For 1 month, you get full access to everything. You get carte blanche. Okay. Now, as that would imply, then after the 1 month, you just have to pay a measly $3, minimum. Okay. Now, if you want to pay more than $3, if you want to, show some financial appreciation, you're picking up what we're putting down, you want to show a little, appreciation, a little thank you action, then yeah, by all means, you can throw more than $3 our way. But it's just $3 measly minimum if you'd like full VIP access to tdpn.locals.com. All right. So, yeah, check that out, everybody. All right. Just to remind you here, go ahead and hit that like button down below. I mean, smash the crap out of that like button. And then also, while you're down there smashing the crap out of things, smash the crap out of that subscribe and follow button down there as well. And you can subscribe or follow me on Gab and X and Rumble and pilled.net. I'm on Facebook as well, Instagram. You're going to find me there under @moviesmerica. Okay. And then, hey, pretty good chance I'll follow you back. Okay. So there's something in it for you. And then also hit that notification bell down there. Why would you want to do that? Well, that's so you get notifications whenever there's a hot, piping, fresh, sizzling new episode of either one of these Movies America Live episodes that come out every Sunday afternoon, or a new episode of my Movies America spoiler warning show that is on Thursday nights. Okay. So you want to be in the know, right? Okay, you want to be one of those people that knows everything before everybody else. Well, I mean, like me, that's what I want. Well, you can be that person if you hit the notification bell down there below if you haven't already. All right, enough about that here. And hey, want to, yeah, you know what? Agent X6 is, helping me out, reminding me to remind you to get in the live chat because Agent X6, one of my good friends, okay, and a invaluable part of joining the episodes of Movies America is in the live chat. He says, "Good afternoon, movies," and he is he's enhancing. I'll just say enhancing the show with his sticker from pilled.net. He's in the pilled.net, and he also gifted me the shades level of gold pills. Now, what does that mean? Well, he's looking out for me by showing a little financial appreciation by sending me some gold pills, which in the pilled.net world equates to moolah. Yes, money, 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 money. So thank you. Thank you very much, Agent X6, for the shades right there. So I appreciate that. And yeah, good to see you here, buddy. And hopefully you enjoy this Abyss spoiler-free review. And yes, T&B. Yep, there you go. And if you join him in Pill.net's live chat for this episode, you'll see all the cool chats that Agent X6 is putting out there. Okay, and you can live chat with me on Rumble and YouTube as well. All right, what else is there to say about the Abyss here? And let's enhance the show here with that cool Abyss poster right here. This is a poster they came out with here recently, well, actually back in December when they released the remastered 4K version of the Abyss back in December of last year. And I had the pleasure of seeing that in its one night showing at the movie theaters or at the theaters. And then I'm going to pick up my 4K version, my 4K disc of The Abyss and True Lies and Aliens when they come out this Tuesday, March 12th. All right. So, but yeah, what else to say about The Abyss, man? Just so many great things. Like one thing I think is missing from James Cameron's Avatar movies that he's come out much more recently than The Abyss is good old emotion and heart. Oh, he tries to infuse those movies with that, but at least lately, James Cameron has either lost his fastball when it comes to writing emotional scenes, or he no longer has actors good enough to drive home the emotion. In The Abyss, he has the latter. Okay, he has Ed Harris and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio act their asses off in the emotionally tense scenes, and they make you care about what happens to them. I mean, imagine that, a movie with characters that actually make you care about the characters. I know it's unfortunately, all too often nowadays, that's a foreign concept. It's just like mind-blowing that a movie would have characters that you actually give a crap about. And then character actors in this, like Leo Burmester and Kimberly Scott, also back them up beautifully to fully invest the audience into wanting the best for all these characters. Now, Ed Harris's Bud Brigman, who runs the deep sea oil drilling rig, and then Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio's Lindsey Brigman are an estranged married couple that hate each other's guts at the beginning of The Abyss. I put hate in quotes because, when it comes to married couples, I mean, there's hating somebody, and then when you're married and you hate them, it's a different. It's not really hate. It's just they're driving you friggin' mad. Okay, is what I mean by that. It's not pure visceral hate that you would have for somebody like who ran over your dog or something like that. Okay, but Lindsey, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio's character, has apparently built up a reputation as in her words, cast iron bitch after many years of practice, and she says as much towards the end of this movie. I mean, she's as cold as the deep sea water surrounding all these characters that could crush them all in a millisecond. But by the end of the movie, you want the best for her, and that is only accomplished through no holds barred, genuine, zero posture acting. Okay, it's lights out acting right there. And Agent X6 says, yes, this is a good movie. The Abyss is a good movie. And see one of his favorite actors in this, Michael Biehn. Yeah, Michael Biehn, he kicks butt right here. And this is Michael Biehn right here. And a lot of people, they know Michael Biehn, as was it Johnny Ringo from Tombstone, and then of course he played was it Hicks in not Hicks? What's his Hudson? Yeah, I think it was Hicks in Aliens. I was distracted by Hudson in Aliens, but that's played by the late great Bill Paxton. But Michael Biehn plays Hicks, Lieutenant Hicks, I think is his name in Aliens, and then he was in the Terminator as well. He was helping try to save Linda Hamilton's Sarah Connor character in there. And then, he was also, in several other movies. But Johnny Ringo, his role in Tombstone, introduced Michael Biehn's acting talents to a whole generation there. And he knocks it out of the park as Johnny Ringo in Tombstone's fantastic. And Michael Biehn is still around. You can, check out Michael Biehn interviews on, YouTube and see what he's up to nowadays, how he reminisces about his experiences on The Abyss and Tombstone and Aliens and all that. So very, very cool. But yeah, Agent XX, I can't agree more. Michael Biehn is actually one of my favorite actors as well. And he's underappreciated. Unfortunately, he didn't skyrocket to, leading man, A-list, acting levels for whatever reason. But it's a fantastic actor there. So, all right. And, now for some random thoughts about The Abyss, okay? And my first random thought about this is talking about Michael Biehn here, Agent X6. Ed Harris and Michael Biehn would be reunited 7 years later after The Abyss in a little movie you might have heard of called The Rock. Yes, the Nicolas Cage, Sean Connery, Michael Bay movie. And, of course, Ed Harris in that movie was General Frank Hummel, and Michael Biehn was Commander Anderson, again a leader of Navy SEALs in that movie, just like he's the leader of Navy SEALs in The Abyss. And Biehn, again, would also play a Navy SEAL leader in, of course, Navy SEALs. I say it that way in homage to one of my favorite movies, Clerks, by Kevin Smith, where they have some dumbass guy at the video store. He picks up his copy of Navy SEALs. He looks at it. He's so happy that they have Navy SEAls available. And so he picks up a VHS copy of Navy SEAls, looks down at it. Navy SEAls. Yeah, love it. So, yes, I just thought that was kind of cool that Ed Harris and Michael Biehn reunite in The Rock 7 years after The Abyss came out. And then Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, who again plays Lindsey Brigman in this, still to this day, 35 years later, will not talk about The Abyss. And she was traumatized by the filming of the scene where Ed Harris, towards the end of the movie, has to constantly slap her in the face while she's bare-chested and exposed to revive her. And Cameron filmed this scene so much, he actually ran out of tape. And then when he went to reload more tape, Mastrantonio was not having it. She stormed off the set yelling, "We are not animals!" For some reason, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio does not want to talk about The Abyss. I can't imagine why. And I think the most recent thing I've seen Mastrantonio in is she was in a season of The Punisher, the Netflix version of The Punisher. She was in that TV series there. And then another random thought about The Abyss is the watery alien tentacle CGI, or the pseudopod, as they called this creature in the movie. That technology in The Abyss is what led to the T-1000 liquid metal CGI effects in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. So Dennis Muren, and if you're a movie nerd like me, if you're into visual effects, you know who Dennis Muren is. Okay, you know Dennis Muren and Richard Edlund and Stan Winston. These are all like, creature effects, visual effects folks. Well, Dennis Muren is one of the legends in the visual effects community. And he, in Industrial Light and Magic, convinced James Cameron that they could create the type of CGI effect needed for that watery alien tentacle that you see in the abyss. And man, what a monumental moment in visual effects history that was. It's hands down one of the game-changing moments that led to the CGI that you and I see in movies today. Okay, but yeah, you can undoubtedly see the correlation between the watery alien tentacle CGI in the abyss and the T-1000 liquid metal endoskeleton you see in Terminator 2. So, all right, everybody. Well, I am getting very, very thirsty, if I may say so myself. All right. So, hey, you know what? I know it's Sunday, but hey, if you're drinking, yeah, hey, let me know in the live chat. Let me know. I'm boozing it up right now. Kind of have to for something called Brew Review Time. All right, so for this episode's Brew Review Time, I have a little brew here called Oppenheimer. Yes, Oppenheimer. Am I saying that right? Yeah, Oppenheimer. Let me get this over here where I'm not in my face right there so you can see my mug. But yeah, Oppenheimer comes from this beer company called Manhattan Project Brewing Company out of Dallas, Texas. And I picked this beer here today just in commemoration for Oppenheimer and how I think is going to clean up at the Oscars tonight. Now, I couldn't give one runny turd about the Oscars, okay? But I do like the movie Oppenheimer, and so it's nominated for 13 Oscars, and so I think it's going to clean up, and I really just love the movie Oppenheimer. So I wanted to drink a brew that reminds me of Oppenheimer called Oppenheimer, okay? And as the name of the beer implies, it's got a lot of hops in it. It's a American West Coast IPA. So it's got like a 7.6 alcohol by volume. The IBU on this, that's International Bitterness Unit for all you civilians. International Bitterness Unit level on this is like 68, which makes sense because this has got a lot of hops in it. So it's going to be more bitter, but in a good way than, say, your normal, Bud Lights or, Dos Equis or something like that, because those are lagers. Those aren't IPAs, okay, right there. And yeah, but like I said, it's hoppy, but it's not so hoppy that they try to over-radiate you with it. I'm gonna over-radiate you. Huh? We're talking about Oppenheimer in it. It's a good hop level on the old Geiger counter. And it's also got like this refreshing slight citrus taste to it that really helps complete the just overall good taste of this beer. And I'm not getting any money from the Manhattan Project Brewing Company whatsoever. Okay, so this is a completely objective brew review. And yeah, so it's fantastic. But hey, don't drink too many of these, because if you do, well, you'll go from a little boy to a fat man real quick here with a big old beer gut. Okay. But let me take a tug off this bad boy, this Oppenheimer IPA. Damn good. If that's radioactive, well, that's the way I want to get radiated right there, with a good tasting brew like that. So, but yeah, if you check out Manhattan Project Brewing Company online, they have all kinds of brews that are named after nuclear themes and atomic bombs and all that stuff. So right here, hey, keep true. Hey, thanks a lot for joining us here on the live chat here. Says my first beers were Black Label. I love the real beer flavor. Black Label. Okay. All right. Well, have to look into that there. So I'm always feeling adventurous when it comes to brews right here. But yeah, check out their website. Also, check out some Oppenheimer. You're probably not going to be able to just drive on down to your local Gas and Gulp and pick yourself up some Oppenheimer IPA. You'll probably have to go someplace like GoPuff.com or Drizzly.com or Open Bar. That's an app that you can, pardon me, get beers delivered to you. Like they're kind of like the Amazon.com of booze delivery right there. But yeah, check yourself out. Some Oppenheimer IPA. That's my full endorsement. That is for sure. So, all right, that has been Brew Review Time. All right. Hey, and just to remind you guys, there is going to be another Movies America spoiler warning show this Thursday night. And as the very title of the show insinuates, it's very spoilery, all kinds of spoiler talk about this week, The Abyss. Okay, that's how it works. I spoiler-free review a movie on Sunday afternoon, and then the following Thursday night, I just get all spoilery about that very same movie, okay? And so, yeah, Movies America, spoiler warning this Thursday night, and that is at 7 Eastern, so that's 6 Central, and 5 Mountain, and 4 Pacific this Thursday night, all about The Abyss, okay? So if you love this movie like I do, or if you have somebody that loves this movie, if you even suspect even an inkling of, that there's somebody in your life that would appreciate a chance to talk live all about The Abyss, hey, let them know about the show. Send them the link. The best way to get the link for this Thursday's episode is wait till Thursday, and you can just go to my X page or go to Rumble or Pilled, and you can check it out there. Or again, if you hit that notification bell down there, you'll get like an email letting you know, hey, there's a new Movies America spoiler warning episode today, and then you could forward that on to whoever that you suspect might check out the show, talk about The Abyss and all that. But yeah, it's a fantastic movie, and again, I don't just be talking to myself about The Abyss. I want to talk to as many people as possible in the live chat about The Abyss, okay? Because I know I'm not the only one that loves this movie, even though it's the lowest grossing James Bond. I guess James Bond directs movies now. That would be cool. But no, James Cameron movie, okay? Want to hear everyone's thoughts about that here. And Keep True says, yeah, you cannot buy Black Label anymore. Canada has a Black Label that is closed. Okay, yeah, so are we? Are you watching from Canada there? Keep True. That's cool. Hey, we appreciate our Canadian viewers as well, except for Justin Trudeau. That guy can go suck on a tailpipe, which he probably does, while wearing blackface, of course. But hey, we like everything else about Canada. Yeah, I love hockey and maple syrup and Tim Hortons. Keep True's like, if he is watching or she is watching, I don't know if it's a he or she, Keep True, but if you are watching, you're probably not watching anymore because like, man, this simpleton is making fun of Canada. So yes, no offense. I kid because I care. Agent X6's James Bond was in it. You can do it from Agent X6 right there. So, all right. So yeah, check out Movies America spoiler warning this Thursday. So now, one thing I try to warn everybody about with every movie is whether a movie is woke or not. And is The Abyss a woke after-school special? Not at all. I mean, sure, it has James Cameron's nice but naive because it's unrealistic. Let's all just drop our guns and hug each other. Give peace a chance. Messaging, behind this movie, especially the extended version. However, that's not woke. That's not what I would consider woke. It's not a divisive message, which is what woke is all about. Woke is all about dividing people en route to the ultimate goal, getting those very same people to destroy each other. Okay, so hey, who wants ice cream? But often people ask me what my definition of woke is, and quite simply, it's an attempt to divide and en route to destroying people by some measure. Okay, whether it's pitting black people versus white people or straight people versus gay people. It's the oppressed versus the oppressors. Just nonsensical stuff like that. Just an attempt to divide people, whether it's via movies or TV or the news or books or whatever. Okay, so that's what woke is all about right there. All right, so hey, just to let you guys know here. Oh, real quick here, Keep True says not in Canada, but am hit the border with a but can hit the border with a rock. Like I said before, I hope you hit Justin Trudeau with that rock. Okay, so that would be hilarious. But anyway, this is not the Justin Trudeau show. This is Movies America Live. We're talking about the Abyss right here. But hey, if you appreciate what I'm doing here, talking about the Abyss and warning you off of movies that are woke and live chatting with people and all about the Abyss and whatever. If you appreciate that and you want to, back up that appreciation with a little financial, love my way, $1 here, $2 there, that kind of thing. You can do that by giving me what's called a Rumble rant on if you're on watching me on Rumble, and that's just a matter of hitting the $ button down below where you type in your live chat message. Or if you're on YouTube, you can give me what's called a super chat, and that's just hitting the button that has a dollar bill, and that's again down by where you type in your live chat message. Or if you're on pill.net live chatting with me, you can do what Agent X6 was kind enough to do for me earlier, which is throw some gold pills my way in the live chat. And like I said before, gold pills equate to moolah, to cold hard cash, okay? So, or Canadian pesos, okay? I think in there, you just got to hit the gold pill icon there if you're in the live channel Pilled. So you don't have to if you don't want to. I just always like to mention that just in case it's slipped your mind and you're appreciating what I'm doing and you just want to throw a buck or two my way, by all means, you can do that. All right. So, and enough begging for money out of me there. But my final thoughts on The Abyss is if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. I think you can find it in more places now because, like I said, they came out with a 4K version of it. And so there's also a streaming 4K version of this movie. And so it's available on more streaming services now because of the 4K version. So I think you could probably go to Hulu or Netflix or Amazon Prime or someplace like that and actually find the Abyss in 4K now. Now 4K on streaming is not as good looking as 4K on physical media. I always recommend getting physical media. For one, you don't have to worry about some creators, some woke tyrants later on changing your downloaded version of the movie. Okay, if you have like an actual disc with the movie, they can't touch it. Okay, so you don't have to worry about stuff like that. But also, the 4K picture is much better than 4K on streaming because they compress it on streaming. So, so The Abyss, check it out. If you haven't checked it out yet, try to check it out before this Thursday night, and then join me this Thursday night for Movies America spoiler warning. So that way we can talk about it and talk about it to death this Thursday night. I'd love to hear from you there. That'd be fantastic. Okay, so all right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to thank everybody that's in the live chat on Pilled by releasing the scratching there. And just in case you don't know what that means, is for everybody that's in the live chat on Pilled.net. Well, when I release the scratching, they're going to have the opportunity to grab some gold pills, which again, like I said, equates to moolah, money, real world moolah, real world money. And so it's kind of works like remember how you see those videos where they put somebody in those containers and they have like the dollar bills flying everywhere. You just got to grab as many dollar bills as you possibly can grab. It's like that. Okay, so when I release the scratching, release the gold pills, everyone in the live chat on pill.net can just grab as many gold pills as they like. Okay, so here we go. Time to release the scratching in 3, 2, 1. All right, that scratching has been released. Okay. So, yeah, everybody there in the live chat on Pilled, grab yourself some gold pills. Get grabby, okay? Okay. Not the Andrew Cuomo, Joe Biden kind of grabby, okay? Don't get arrested here. But yeah, grab yourself some gold pills there. And Agent X6, look at him go. Look at him go. He's grabbing those gold pills from pilled.net in the live chat right there. So, all right. So, yeah, that's been my The Abyss spoiler-free episode of Movies Merica Live. And again, check me out this Thursday night for Movies Merica spoiler warning. And again, that's at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, and 4 Pacific. There we go. I couldn't remember that. Had a blonde moment there. I had a brain fart there for a second. Okay. So, but all right. And Agent X6, yes, you are most welcome for those gold pills. All right. But to wrap up this show, as always, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya.
Hey, everybody, don't leave yet. Okay? Hey, I got just enough time. I got the police after me, okay? And, oh man, they're gonna get me at any time. I got just enough time to ask you to like this video and also subscribe to this channel if you would, man. You'd be doing me a big favor, okay? And please make sure to like these videos or watch them and then like them, okay? That'd be great. And again, thanks for watching, okay? And subscribe to the Till Death Podcast Network and Movies Merica. I gotta go.